This lab is a little bit more complicated. Your job is to identify the effect that the length of a pendulum has on its period. Now, the period of a pendulum is defined as the amount of time it takes to go from the point of being released, one full swing, and back. So if I were to release it from there, and time how long it took to come back to there, that is the period of a pendulum. One full swing down and back. And so what you need to do is, at home, build a pendulum and time it. Let it swing, time it. Make it longer, time it. Make it longer, time it. And try and find, is there a relationship, and what is the relationship? What is the mathematical relationship between the length of a pendulum and its period? Now, you'll need a couple things. You will need some sort of string or shoelace or wire or anything that is string-like. You will need a stopwatch. Okay? If you've got a phone, you're good to go. You've obviously got internet access if you're watching this video. Google online stopwatch. You'll be okay. And you'll need something to measure the length of your pendulum. So you'll need a ruler or a meter stick. Again, worst case, if you have a printer at home, print off ruler or Google ruler and then print off that picture and use it. If you really need one, stop by the school, let me know, and I will be happy to loan you a meter stick. But that's all you need. 3 things you should not have a problem finding at home. I have no idea who that person is. So, couple suggestions, and then the rest I'll leave to text. It is easier to, especially when you have a short pendulum, it is easier to time how long it takes to go 10 swings. So you release it and it goes back and back and back and back and back 10 times and then stop. So instead of it takes 1/10 of a second for one swing, it takes a second for 10. That's going to reduce error. It's going to make life a lot easier. Other than that, what you need is, you're going to write a full-out lab report, so you need a data table. You need to know what the procedure is. You will need to include a diagram. You may either hand draw it and include a picture, or if you know how to draw it online on Google Docs or in Paint or anything like that, feel free to do so. And you need to include your original graph of your data. So keep in mind what's the independent and what's the dependent variable, but you should have length of the pendulum on one axis, and you will have the period of the pendulum in seconds on the other. I will leave it to you which is which. And you will need a linearized version of the graph, because, spoiler alert, it's not linear. So you're going to need 2 different graphs in the analysis. I don't care about the exact equation, but you should be able to tell me what the relationship is. Is it an inverse relationship? Is it a squared relationship? Is it a sine relationship? Whatever. Okay? This one's a little bit of a tough one. It's going to take you a while. The good news is the math unit module, the last one, doesn't take all that long. If you have any questions, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. I will be setting up a couple of dates. I'll be sending those out via the remind list, so if you're not on it yet, get on there. I will set up a couple dates, probably late June, early July, where I will be in the building, where if you want to just come in and do this lab there with me, I'm happy to do so.